strong with the Force you are, young Padawan.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Not Chris Dying on this episode of the Scavolitano Show, guys. I am Scavolitano. I have a fun, awesome, creative person who designed Star Wars merch here on the show with me today. Ashley from Fangirling Over Jesus, and it's not Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's actual Jesus from heaven, not Obi-Wan. Attack of the Clones, the mullet. But before we start this interview with Ashley, please subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The Scavolitano Show, for more fun unboxings, reactions, breakdowns, sexiness, awesomeness, omeganess, groganess, and all that fun, Star Wars jizziness, all that. Yeah! So, Ashley, how are you, my friend? How is everything?
I'm so much better after that was like the best intro I think I've ever heard into a show. That was awesome. No, I thank you for having me. I'm just so excited to be on the show. I'm excited to geek out with you. This is wonderful.
Don't worry, we geek out as fangirls, you know, not fanboys. I don't describe that. I don't do that here. But how's everything? Because I know you're in the Carolinas, right?
I am. I'm in North Carolina.
Okay. How is like COVID down there? Are you guys okay? Your family's okay and everything?
Yeah, thanks for asking. We are pretty good. It's pretty most people are not really wearing masks anymore. And of course there are people that are. I kind of am based on whatever the situation is. Because I'm also an actor, so if you are on set and you are doing COVID testing and you get positive, then that kind of screws up productions and stuff. So my mom is really good. My dad was good. My dad passed away last year, but not from COVID, so that's good. Thank you. That was a lot of. This shirt is actually dedicated to him. But yeah, he was 83 and he had Parkinson's, so it's been a long road for him. But yeah, generally we're doing pretty well. Thank you.
Now I can't go on with the show, Ashley. Come on, Ashley. You just ruined cut.
No, it's good. It's good. My dad has been both of my parents have been such a big inspiration for my love of movies and shows, writing, acting, and they've played, different parts into how I've started like this business and this ministry. And so it's cool. I mean, it's sad at times, of course, but it's also really, for me, it serves as really cool inspiration too. So it's a good thing.
It's a new day, new beginning, Ashley.
It's a new day, it's a new beginning. On the back, I have a verse from Lamentations, which also talks about God's mercies are new every morning, and great is thy faithfulness. And that was just the reason it's dedicated to my dad, is because of that, because it was a horrible kind of week leading up to that. But every moment through the week, not every moment, but there were so many moments throughout that week that just like I got to see God's faithfulness. And so to remember, I had so many friends that were messaging me over that week that were reminding me of like Ahsoka and her power and her strength and how inspiring she is and how much of a warrior she is. And getting to pair that with how great God's faithfulness is, I was like, I've got to do a shirt based off that. So that's why it's dedicated to my dad.
Aww.
So yeah.
This is for you, Daddy.
This is for you, Dad. Absolutely.
Now, Ashley, my question to you is, fangirling over Jesus. Now, like I said to you before the show, I thought it was Obi-Wan Kenobi with the mullet. Attack of the Clones, in the sun, somewhere over the rainbow. Mm-hmm. Where did fangirling over Jesus come from?
Yeah. So the fangirling over part, because that's like a phrase that, you hear at conventions all the time. Like, I'm fangirling over Star Wars. I'm fangirling over, Arrow or whatever. Like me and my girlfriends, that's the phrase that we use, whatever it is that we're geeking out about. And yeah, for me, I love that you have given me that idea. Like we were saying before, like that's got to be a shirt now, something with the Obi-Wan Jesus image. But yeah, I've been a believer for 10 years. And I also work for my church, and it's funny because like, I don't know, when you're a girl and when you're a believer, and those things aren't the only restrictions, but like, I don't know. Sometimes when people hear like, oh, you really love Star Wars and oh, you work for your church and you believe in Jesus, like sometimes people give you really weird looks and they're like, A, like, is that possible? Or like, A, is that possible? Or B, you don't look like someone who would love Star Wars, or C, like, whatever, just weird answers. And I'm like, this is not okay. I want to show people, because there's a guy, Hector Murray at Faith and Fandom. He's been doing it for years, doing devotionals and whatnot, pairing faith and fandom. And so I love what he does. I wanted to do something similar but different, and also just do it from a girl perspective, because that's who I am, and that's and I think that the world, and especially women, can use more of that empowerment and inspiration. Hopefully I can help with that. And so I wanted it to be clear that, like, I am a geek and I am fangirling over whatever it is, but I also am a believer, and Jesus is going to be in the name of this business, of this ministry. So that's it. Kind of merged together. When we do our gear, we usually just shorten it to FOJ, because there are also, of course, a lot of guys that are purchasing our stuff, and I know they might feel a little uncomfortable having the phrase fangirling over, Jesus on it, just because of the girl standpoint, and that's totally fine. But but we'll just shorten it to FOJ, and it means the same thing for me. So
I'm gonna rock some FOJ, and that
yes,
and it doesn't stand for Froyo either, players.
Froyo,
Stands for fangirling over Jesus. Listen,
Froyo over Kenobi Jesus. There we go.
There you go. That's a good one. Make that a shirt. Froyo with Obi-Wan holding Froyo, and in the cup says FOJ. I was gonna say H, but I was like, what's FOH?
Yeah, I feel like I can picture this shirt now. I'm very excited.
You're welcome. And just send it to me. I'll be your model. Don't worry.
You'll be my model. Excellent. Credit Chris on this.
Come on. I walk the runway like I own it, girl. Come on.
Yes, that's awesome.
Scolitano kills it.
I love it. I'll send you that when it's available.
Yes, please, with the Froyo. I'll even hold some Froyo, like with my nice constipated face. And then Jesus.
That's gonna sell. That's gonna sell really well, because it's.
And then you get that, and then you know what? It goes viral. We'll get my face in a GIF or something, and that will go viral. And then we can just be millionaires together in our mansions.
I love it. That'll be.
You
wonderful.
can take care of my cat. I'll let you take care of my cat.
I don't know. My dog might beat her up.
Oh no, him.
Or him.
He got the paws, though.
That's true.
He's got the paws. You ever saw that GIF with I don't know. I think it's two cats fighting with lightsabers, and they're just jumping back and forth like Yoda, and then I think the red one is Sidious. So the cat, like the green lightsaber, is like jumping back like Yoda and Revenge of the Sith, and then like Sidious is just doesn't know what to do because Yoda just jumps around.
Seen this. I have not seen this. You need to send it to me, because I've not seen this.
I will.
This is amazing.
Oh my goodness. I will. So my next question to you is, Ashley, I looked through your store and you're a big Clone Wars fan. I can see that you're a big Clone Wars fan. What is your favorite Clone Wars moment from any season?
Oh geez. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember. See, now that you asked that, I'm like, what's the episode? Shoot.
You can look it up. I'll allow it.
I am. I'm totally on Google right now. Because I am going to be really honest. I feel almost like a cheater, because Rebels is my favorite. Star Wars Rebels is my favorite. And I came into Ahsoka through Rebels. And then I saw Mandalorian and saw Rosario Dawson's version, which I also do love. And now I'm in Clone Wars. So my roommate and I are watching it, and we are in season 3.
Oh, so you haven't even.
So I honestly haven't finished it, but I love it so much, because I love the love that people have for this show and for this character. And right now there are a lot of different episodes that I really love, but one of my favorite moments is, I believe it's episode 119, The Storm over Ryloth.
Yes.
Where Ahsoka is leading a bunch of pilots. Wow, Ryloth pilots. Ahsoka's leading a bunch of pilots, and she's kind of going against her orders, and she keeps, I forget the whole detail of the scene, but like basically what she does costs the lives of a lot of her pilots. And so and so afterwards she comes back in, and Anakin is it's a teaching moment, you know. He's trying to comfort her, but he's also using it as a teaching moment. And he has one of these lines that says, "Take heart, little one. That's the reality of command," which is true. But just, I really love. I don't know. To me, that's just a really special moment between, you know, master and apprentice, between, you know, Jedi Knight and apprentice, just in Padawan, just because I think. I know that the point of Clone Wars, part of the point is to see, you know, Anakin's progression into Darth Vader, but I really do love getting to see those moments where he is just where he's softer and where he's kind and where he's still trying to figure out some stuff for himself, but he's also trying to teach her, and where she's learning, and you get her theme in the background, and it's just such a beautiful moment.
Love
so that's
her
actually
theme.
one of my favorites. Yeah. It's so good.
Like, she even says in Rebels, like, she says to Ezra, I remember the line, but I don't remember word for word. Like, they were talking about Anakin, and she was like, she said it, like, I have the words, but I might say it wrong. Like, people didn't know how kind he was.
Yeah.
Like, he was so kind, and he cared mostly for his friends, you know? And then you watch Clone Wars and look deeply, you know, he cares for Ahsoka, you know? I think he only cares for Ahsoka and Padme. Like, he cares for everybody, but I think those two were his, like, the top two, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's, like, I just created a shirt in honor of the fact, so, like, in North Carolina at GalaxyCon in Raleigh, here in July, we're going to get all three of them. We're going to get Matt, we're going to get Ashley, and we're going to get James Arnold Taylor. And so I created a shirt. There's like a unisex version, dry fit version, there's a t-shirt dress, women's version, but it's called "I Won't Leave You, Not This Time." So it's got that quote from her, which I think that's a Rebels quote, but "I won't leave you, not this time." But on the back, it's got the beginning of that quote from Anakin, "Take heart, little one," and then it's also got a quote from Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars, just because of that fellowship and that friendship, and how strong that partnership is and whatnot. I admire that so much, and
so
I
you're
wish
gonna
there was
make me
more
cry with this shirt. So you're gonna make me cry with this shirt. That's what
I
you're telling me.
am. Would you believe me if I said I was tearing up when I was designing it? I mean, like, I totally was.
You're gonna, because there's a lot of things going around. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm not gonna say it. There's a scene, I think in season 4. I think the Mortis Gods. I'm going to say Mortis Gods. And Obi-Wan's going to say a line. And when you watch that episode, you're going to say, that's what Chris wanted you to see. He says a line. And then you're going to go, okay, that's the line Chris wanted you to hear. And then you go from that line, and then you'll put it together. You'll go, okay, Anakin, Ahsoka, and him. Where are they now? You know, you'll do that. I think you've seen it before. You've probably seen it online, and you've seen, like, but you don't know, you don't understand it because you haven't watched that part, or even the end of the Clone Wars too. You know.
Oh my gosh, I've heard so much about. I've had so many friends tell me how much they cried with season 7, because the cool I got to be, because I was at Celebration in 2019. I'm dying a little on the inside because I'm not there right now in Anaheim, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So I was in the panel where they were announcing season 7, and I was like, I don't know what this is because I hadn't started watching it yet, but this is amazing. I'm so excited. And so, yeah, it was great.
This is great. I love it.
Yeah. So someday I'll get there. I will.
Now, have you watched Bad Batch? Are you watching Bad Batch?
Yes, heck yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I love your Omega back there. We've got some Bad Batch stuff actually in the shop too, and I love. Oh my gosh, when episode 1, you know what I'm talking about, right? With Caleb.
Yes.
I lost my chill. Absolutely, I was like crying and laughing and yelling at the TV because I was so thrilled to see Caleb.
You should have saw me when I saw Hera.
What a shame your daughter's not here to share in this.
Hera has other interests, Admiral.
Oh my god, will we see Hera? And I don't think... I love her mother. Her mother looks exactly like Hera. Exactly. Is that Chopper?
Anything suspicious?
Young Hera! That's so adorable. Look at young Hera. She looks exactly like her mom. She looks like little Omega when she's small now.
I love Hera.
Oh,
Hera's
yeah.
one of my favorites.
Yes.
So when I saw baby Hera and then Omega and her meet, I was
Mhm.
like, okay, I need to get something signed by both of these guys. So I
Yes.
got something signed by Michelle Ang and
Good.
no, I think Vanessa Marshall.
Vanessa,
Yes,
okay.
Vanessa Marshall. And then I'll just when I see Omega in person, like Michelle Ang,
Mhm.
because I think she'll start to do signings more. I think she should.
Yeah.
There's
She's
a Bad
at
Batch and
Celebration this
everything.
weekend, right?
She is.
I think so.
She
Mhm.
is. She is. And
Yeah.
I'm missing her.
Yeah.
I know.
She'll come.
Let's not-
She'll come
we're
to
gonna-
convention.
She will. If not, then I'll just cry in my corner.
No, we'll get your voice acting career to take off, and then you can meet her
There you go. And my
Mhm.
and my what if career going.
and your what if career. See, you got this made. No worries.
I know. I don't have to. See, Omega, I'm not gonna need you anymore. I'm not gonna need you. I always need my daughter though. That's my daughter.
I was gonna say
And
that's so
Ahsoka's in the
sad.
back. I know, right? Imagine I just leave her on the street, throw her out, and then come back to
You're
one of those commercials.
Mm-hmm.
I broke my heart with saying that. That hurt
I
me.
was gonna say that's terrible.
That hurt me. So my next question, Ashley, to you is your top 3 favorite Star Wars characters. I think I know
Oh.
what they are, but I could be wrong.
I want to hear your guesses first. Then that makes. I'm curious. What do you
I
think they
it's-
are?
I think it's Ahsoka, Anakin, and Obi-Wan.
Oh, that's so interesting. Hi, sorry, my dog is premiering.
I was
is
like,
Luna.
what is that?
This is Luna. Say hi to the camera.
Aw.
This
She's
is,
like, no.
and she burps into the microphone. Sorry about that. She's very like Luna Lovegood, so her name is Luna. She almost got changed to a Star Wars name. So my favorite 3 characters, Kanan Jarrus.
Oh, really? I love Keenan. I love Keenan.
He in that first episode. So my friend Kristen introduced me to Clone Wars and Rebels at the same time, but I latched onto Rebels immediately because in the end of that scene where he's like, "Kid, I'm about to let everybody in on the secret," and then he pulls out. I was like, "What the heck? This is amazing!" Luna's like, "I want to be in the interview."
Yes, Luna, come in the interview. I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm. And then this is Zoom Life, right? And then okay, so Kanan, Ahsoka, and jeez, I can only pick 3.
Yes.
That's really hard.
I know. It's
So-
really hard.
So I don't know. Because there's so many different people I can think of that I love in the Star Wars verse. I really love. I may or may not have seen Rise of Skywalker like 6 times in the theater. I really love. So the sequel trilogy is what brought me into Star Wars for good, for real. And I was hoping ever since Force Awakens, I was really hoping for a redemption arc for Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, and I got it, of course, in Rise of Skywalker. And so I really loved that storyline. So I'd probably have to say Kylo Ren, Ben Solo. We'll just group them
Wow.
because it's the same person, just
Just
dark
together.
side, light
We
side.
know.
Yeah. So probably. So yeah, Kanan, Ahsoka, and then Kylo / Ben. Yeah.
I love Kanan. I really want to meet Freddie Prinze one day and just like let him sign my phone. I love Ezra. Like Ezra, I can't wait to see
Yes.
again. Cal Kestis, but you don't play the video games, you said.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Cal Kestis, I can't wait to see that ginger-haired guy.
Mhm.
Ahsoka, I already met Ashley. I met Matt. I want to meet James Arnold, but I want to meet Ashley again. Like it never gets old. You know, it never gets
No.
old. I have so much. Like even my like Mandalorian pops that I have of Ahsoka, like she's just gonna sign. I'm like, you're just my Ahsoka. You know, I just love my
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
I
and then
love
Omega,
that.
and then Omega, like Thrawn, I love too. I love a lot of characters. Like I only did 6 characters that I could have my room in. So Ahsoka, Anakin, Grogu, Omega, Hera, and then Thrawn. I can't get anything else.
So can you narrow that to your three, or is it the three that I see, like Ahsoka and Omega and Grogu? Is that your top three?
It's, you know,
It's so hard, right?
it's so hard because I love Ahsoka. Ahsoka's my top fave, so she's there. And then I fell in love, like, when I watched Clone Wars, Anakin, you know? Because I always liked Anakin, but he was just, like, wandering around because episode 2 and 3, you really got the story of him. Not really. I thought the story could have been a little better in those movies, but I got the drift of it. And then you watch Clone Wars, and then it changes your whole perspective of what Anakin is and what Anakin is meant for. So I say it's going to be Ahsoka, Anakin, and like I love Grogu and Omega, like they're both my children. So I would go with Omega because I really want to see. I think she is Force sensitive. I always say that, even on my Bad Batch breakdowns on this channel. Like, I think she's Force sensitive, and I think season 2 will not show us what she's about, but what she's meant for. You know, because I always say you don't have a theme in Star Wars unless you're not important. She got the theme first episode. You know, like Obi-Wan Kenobi doesn't even have a theme. He's having a theme in his own show. He never got one. And he's one of the most important characters. You know, like Luke too. Luke doesn't have a theme. Luke has the
Force
New
theme.
Hope, like So you don't have so Omega has a theme and she's important. Grogu doesn't even have a theme. So
I hadn't even thought of
Anakin
that.
doesn't
You're
have a
right.
theme. Yeah. Like I thought we watched
Anakin technically does. It's the Imperial March.
Yeah. It's a
Sorry,
Vader
that's
march.
terrible. Yeah.
But I don't compare him to Vader. Anakin's nothing like
Sure.
So. But yeah, even with Hera doesn't have a theme, but I love Hera. You know, those are my like Thrawn. I love Thrawn's theme. I'm reading his books now. It's over
nice.
here, the book. I'm reading The Brotherhood from Anakin and Obi-Wan. So yeah, those are my top three. I could say Ahsoka, Anakin, Omega, Grogu, Hera, Thrawn. And who else on this? Did I miss
So if
anyone?
I could, can I expand to 6? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll allow
so
it. Recount.
thank you. That helps a lot. So Ben Solo, of course. Well, that Ben, Ahsoka. Hi, Luna. You're not in Star Wars, so.
I want to be.
Kanan, she really wants to be. Mando, I really loved Din Djarin. I love watching his progression. So that's what, 4? Han Solo. OG Han Solo. And then, although I do love the movie Solo, I thought Alden did, I think that's the right name. I thought he did. I actually thought he did a good job. But yeah. And then, but I do really love Harrison Ford Solo. And then, I'm like looking at my Funko Pops for inspiration. Because okay, I'm gonna expand to 7. Rey and BB-8. I really love them, and I love them together. I think they're really fun together. So
yeah, like I like Cal Kestis. I love Ezra. Like it's just so hard to have a room.
It's really hard.
Really, like I don't want to spend thousands and millions of money, like thousands of dollars on like people that I don't. Now I get everything autographed. Like if I like you, I get it to me. Like to Chris Scavoli. Like I get it. Like all my Omega stuff that I'm getting is to like my name. So
cool.
like I'll never get rid of it. You know, like with Ahsoka too, like I get things signed to me, like Matt, me. Hera to me, you know. Some things that I sent into Vanessa Marshall to get signed is not to me, but most of the stuff is like to my name.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I get that. I definitely get that.
I give up. I definitely give up. You definitely get it, but I definitely give up.
So what are your top?
last...
Okay, you go. Sorry.
No, go first. Go first.
I was just gonna say. So then, in your top 3 theme, what are your top 3 Star Wars movies?
Oh, Revenge of the Sith.
I
like Return of the Jedi. That's second. And I really liked. I like Qui-Gon, so I'm gonna go with the Phantom Menace.
That's a good one.
I really like Qui-Gon a lot. I think Qui-Gon stood for a lot what the Jedi should have been.
Yeah.
In the movies and the Clone Wars. So I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna go 1, Revenge of the Sith, 2, Phantom Menace, 3, Return of the Jedi.
Nice. I like that.
Now
I'd
yours.
probably mine would be Rise of Skywalker, A New Hope, because it's where it all started, and then Rogue One. Rogue One is really, really good too.
Rogue One.
Mhm.
But I'm hoping like we get some animation movies.
Yeah, that's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if we did.
Because I think they would make good money on animation. Like,
Mhm.
like I really
Dave
think,
Filoni,
like,
man.
Yeah, and Dave Filoni, like that cowboy hat better get working.
Mhm.
Now you're gonna be busy for the next couple years, so
Oh
better
my
start
God.
thinking of stuff. The
Mhm.
Bad Batch, like the Bad Batch is coming. That's the only animation that's out right now. Yeah, that's a show. Yeah, that's the only animation. I hope they have a new
Yeah.
animation series coming. I
Mhm.
really want a new animation. I know
Mhm.
Bad Batch is out, but after
Yeah.
Bad Batch, I hope they stick. I think they said they were sticking with animation and movies. So I hope we see Ahsoka animation again.
Mhm.
Like everybody animation again because I just love it. I love animation. I would rather animation than live action any day.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mhm.
I love animation.
Yeah.
So my final question to you, Ashley,
Mhm.
is what is next for you? What do you got going in your head? What is the next item fangirling over Jesus?
Well, it's gonna be a Obi-Wan Kenobi Jesus shirt. That's what I heard, right?
And I'm gonna wear
And you're gonna wear it, and you're gonna model it.
Right.
Or the Froyo one. That's right.
the froyo,
Um,
and then my
that's
face is a
hilarious.
gift.
What's next? So I have a lot of friends that are like, so Ashley, when will we have you at a convention? Like not just as a attendee, but like, hey, when will you have a booth? And that's a terrifying thought. Because one of the nice things, because I use Printful as my drop shipper, so I don't have to hold on to inventory because I am in an apartment with a very big dog and not a lot of room. And so having a booth at a convention would require a little bit of inventory, but that's the next thing that I kind of want to look at is what conventions are nearby and what might be feasible with that. I think it'd be really fun to do that. I just did the Clone Wars, kind of the threesome of them, that shirt that is live in the shop. And then I'm excited to see what the first 2 episodes of Kenobi are like tomorrow because I'm sure there's going to be a shirt that comes out of that. So either that
I'm so
or the
excited.
Andor trailer. Yeah,
I can't wait to wake up tomorrow because I'm not gonna watch it. Like
Mhm.
we're supposed to do. All my friends and I are supposed to do like a live on like her YouTube channel, but I'm like that's
Mhm.
3 a.m, y'all. I was like, I am not like. I'm sorry. I like you guys. I love you guys, but like, I need my beauty sleep. Like I work all day.
Wow, so
and
you're
I'm
not a
like,
dedicated Star Wars fan. Jeez.
I am in the morning.
Not willing.
I have a lot to do in the morning. I got to react to the Endor trailer that's coming that came out that I have not seen yet. I have an unboxing that I have to do tomorrow, a poster. This interview is going to be out not tomorrow, but soon. So I have a
You're
lot
booked.
of things to do. I'm booked and busy. Not even getting paid for it.
I hear you there.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Someday.
Someday. But maybe someday I'll have a booth like
Mhm.
like you or a podcasting booth.
Mhm.
Maybe Rhode Island Comic Con I can do it because Timothy Zahn is going to be there.
Hey.
So
There you go. That's a good
I
idea.
know. Like fangirling over Jesus, everybody. I'll take the mic.
That'd be
You'll
fun.
be there in spirit.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
But Ashley, I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show, talking with me, geeking out for a little time today.
Thank you.
And thank you for all you do in the community, that you kill it with your shirts, your awesomeness, your funness, your actingness, everything that you do. I appreciate you. Power to you always. I will always support you.
Thank you.
I do
Right
need
back at
some
ya.
merch from you.
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
need some merch. So send me everything in the book, Printful. There we go.
I was gonna say,
Round it
send me your t-shirt size, and we'll send you a surprise.
Oh, Tito.
We got you.
But Ashley, before we go, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
On the social medias, I like that. You can on Instagram. Somebody already had at fangirling over Jesus, which is rude. So we are at fangirling _over_ Jesus, and then fangirling over Jesus, of course, on Facebook. And then you can go to www.fangirlingoverjesus.com. And we've got links to, we also have links to social there. We've got a Patreon. We've got links to our podcast and devotionals from there. So you can find everything there as well.
I might have to make an appearance on this podcast.
Yeah. Well, so it's been like, devotionals, like audio of devotionals that I've released on social media. And then I had a bunch of friends that were like, okay, so when are you going to turn this into a podcast? And I'm like, well, I don't know how you do that. So I just started uploading stuff to Anchor FM. And when I finally kind of get my act together and start having people on as well and doing episodes like that, you are definitely on the list for sure. So thank you.
Selfie time, Omega. Me and Omega are going to be super
Yes. That would be fun.
But all the links to her pages, all the links will be in the bio. Kenobi is out tomorrow, guys. Get ready. This won't be out tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I'm just getting your hopes up for when you see this. You'll have the 3rd episode for next Friday. Next
That's
Friday.
True. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
But thank you, Ashley, again. I'm always fangirling over Jesus now with my froyo. And thank you so much for coming on. Please come on anytime you want. Just hit me up. Say, Chris, I'm coming on today, and we're just going to talk. All right. We'll film it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But thank you again. Guys, be kind to one another, and may the force be with you, my friends. Always. Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.